Hi Cancer, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your general weekly Tarotscope for the week ahead. It is a day late, I do apologise for that. It was a crazy week last week. There were kids home ill from school and all sorts. So let's see what we've got. As always, the housekeeping is down below for decks that I'm using, birth charts, how to book a personal reading, and also the subscription button if you feel inclined to subscribe to the channel. Let's see what we have for you for this week. This one's bouncing. It's the Three of Cups. It's about your support network, making sure that you have those nearest and dearest that will weather any season. Apologies for the dogs barking next door. They never stop. Well, they do stop, but very rarely. They bark every day. Anyway, this is about having that spiritual support network, emotional support network in order to help you get through things. If you look, this is obviously a triangular prism, but it has stability and structure because they are all interdependent and together they support each other. The three together are stronger than any of the parts independently. Also the varying seasons on the headdress, on these little head crowns. I call it my sisterhood, and that's not to be gender exclusionary. It's not that. It is that support network where you sit and hear each other's problems, you carve space for each other, you ensure that if anybody needs help, like if they need their kids babysitting all of a sudden, that they know that they can call you and you will do it. And equally, you know that if you require something, even if it's I'm feeling sick, can you literally drop dinner to my doorstep? They will do that. It's about having that emotional support network, and they physically support as well, but because you know you can rely on them, there's the reliance and the dependability there. You are so much stronger for it, and you can provide support to each other within your unit of that sisterhood. It doesn't have to be of 3 people, it's just that it comes in as the Three of Cups. And it doesn't have to be 3 people. It can be 4, it can be 5, it can be just the 2 of you. It doesn't matter what it is. It's that emotional support network around you. It's about making sure that you are also giving as much time and effort to those people as you are receiving, and making sure that those relationships are equal in any way. And if somebody hasn't been in touch for a while, I don't think it's because they've gone off you. I think they're struggling with something and they're not coming out and asking for help directly. So it's definitely worth doing that. Also be aware that people may not be pulling up their end because they are out for what they can get from that situation, in which case this is about assessing relationships within your support network. Do they bring as much strength and support mutually as you're giving and receiving, or are you giving as much as you are receiving? It's about looking at whether these relationships are balanced and how structurally sound and reliable they are. Let's see what we've got. You have the 6 of Discs, giving and taking, balance. This is about assessing relationships. Are we giving as much as we're receiving? Are we taking more than we're giving? So it is about balance. It's about not knowing that you can ask for help and relying on, I don't know if you need help this week, Cancer, or you're supposed to give help, because this is so ambiguous either way, and roles can be reversed in tarot. But it's about knowing that your support network is there and asking for that help. If you need reminding that they are our people, your people are there to ask for help. And equally, you maybe need to remind someone else that if they require help, you are genuinely there for them. Because I kind of feel like somebody's not going to ask for help this week, whether that's you or someone else, and they just need a gentle reminder that it is right there if they ask, and it is genuine help. There is no, and if they're reluctant, go, well, you've always helped me, let me be here for you this one time. It's that kind of vibe. At some point they have to receive it back. I feel like I don't know if a reluctance is there, because there are relationships when you assess them that aren't like that, and you will be ending those, setting boundaries with those, and possibly ending those entirely because they just are sucking energy away from you and not replenishing you. And it's about, and that's not just about what's recent, although recent things, maybe if things do naturally end and they do wane and they do tail off. But this is looking at the overall picture. Like if somebody's been really off right now, overall over time, have they been, is this a blip? And is there a reason that they're being like that? Like, do they need help? But instead of asking, they're lashing out and being defensive about it because they don't want to appear weak. But again, only you can make those assessments on those relationships to see if that's what's going on. But this is down to assessing those, who has your back and who doesn't. Yeah, and making those tough decisions about whether to continue with them or walk away, or set a boundary. Do you know what I mean? There doesn't have to be the duality of stay or go. There can be, I will set a boundary, and if that boundary is tested, then yes, you will be gone, depending on how you react to that boundary. Because even with boundaries, people act in two different ways. They either, well, three ways really. They see it, do nothing. They see it, kick off that it's even there, in which case that boundary is necessary. And if it's not, and if the other third reaction is they hit it and go, oh, my bad, I need to actually level up and step up my game because I've crossed the threshold here. It's time for me to step up and be a better person and improve myself and improve the relationship that we have. Make sure that I am, in which case you can do that. And if you want to put a fresh boundary, so you're not letting them get all the way in, it's not just one boundary. You can set levels that protect your energy, but it's about protecting your giving nature, because there are those out there that are willing to take and use you, basically. And it's about looking at whether there is reciprocity in the energy that you are putting out. Is there a meeting of mutual energies, or is there an imbalance there that cannot be rectified? And I kind of feel like you have this maturity of emotional growth. You're at this calm place where you're like, do you know what? Yes, this is best for my emotional, mental, energetic health. That I do this, because there comes a time when you have to cut off the negative cords, because by getting rid of negative connections, it makes space for more positive ones and productive ones to come in for you. I hope that is of some use to you, Cancer. Hopefully, I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.